Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. This one is called Trouble Dede, and who are the instigators? Whose life could be setting up? Whose codes can be used to instigate some sorts of war as it pertains to the Gaza Empire? Now we see that there's a whole bunch of strife, a whole bunch of misunderstanding as it pertains to the Gaza members, those that were incarcerated and those that were set free. We see that the bridge of communication, the respect factor, has been pretty much eroded. And we see that throughout this time of confusion, misunderstanding, and contention, there are persons who are out there who are intentionally going to use this contention and cause more strife, cause more damage, cause people to get hurt or even possibly losing their life. I am going to tell you who the instigators are. A day or so ago, Masicka made a post on social media and he said that, listen, everybody are them own big man, nobody now have no own boss. Pretty much everybody stands on their own 2 feet, stand alone like stone love. This is a part of what he said. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
Own that, no program. Every ghetto youth a king, remember me telling you that, yeah? Ghetto youth rich forever. Hold up on the blood Clyde and not take no program, you hear that? God alone am done. Boy, you have to know that.
Now, people, in case you don't know or you're not familiar with what takes place on social media, specifically YouTube. YouTube people like mix-up, them like passa, them like propaganda, they like negativity because that is what seems to sell that and sex. So therefore, when Masicka made his post, persons start to interpret, persons start to put word in a Masicka's mouth that he did not say, because the truth and the fact is that he did not call any sorts of names. But we see, since Vybz Kartel came out and he said he is going to have the concert which is scheduled for the 31st of December 2024. And he was asked the artist that he's going to put on it. He did not put Da Vinci. He did not put Popcaan. He did not mention Masicka. And Masicka is one of those loyal supporters, even more than Popcaan, since Vybz Kartel and his co-accused has been incarcerated. So it seems as if Masicka people are insinuating or saying that Masicka getting them feelings. So therefore, when he was not mentioned, he felt a bit slighted. So therefore, he was putting out some sorts of subliminal aimed at Vybz Kartel and the Gaza members incarcerated, that is. However, it got even worse. Like me said, that was up to interpretation. Subliminal can be read or interpreted any sorts of way. It got even worse when Sting decided to make a post on social media a couple of hours ago. And they posted or reposted what Masicka said. So pretty much they are insinuating, they are instigating some sorts of trouble. And that's why I said, throughout this contention, trouble they mix up and passa in the Gaza camp. Because Sting don't know exactly what Masicka said, I am almost sure that there was no sort of conversation held between Masicka and Sting or Leng or his son. However, he decided to run what everybody on social media, specifically the bloggers and YouTube, are running with, the conspiracy theory, in which there is more contention. He is adding fuel to the fire. People like me say, this is called instigation, this is called corruption, this is called mix-up, this is called adding to the contention that is already out there. People can lose them life, people can get badly injured if this continues. This part of the video is called Vybz Kartel, Addy the Daddy, the world boss. And the squabble that we see that is going on between his 2 sons. His loyal son, meaning Sean Storm. There's a thing that goes something like this. Blind loyalty is worse than no loyalty at all. there's also a saying that goes something like this: loyal to a fault. I think that Sean Storm would fall in any of those two categories. When you think about this whole wide world, I doubt that you would find 5 persons such as Sean Storm that would stick it through, that would have gotten an opportunity for plea bargain, possibly testify. I am not saying that he would ever do that in the case as it pertains to the co-defendants and Lizard. However, he stuck it out. They said, if you look for the definition of loyalty in the dictionary, you would see the face of Sean Storm. He would be the poster child. As it pertains to Popcaan, he is what person would say is the prodigal son, which would fit the description of what most Jamaicans, most people that are in any sorts of crew would have done. And I say this to say that when it seems as if the whole Gaza empire was going to crumble down, a lot of persons got caught in the dragnet. A lot of persons got caught in the web. A lot of persons were arrested and then released. And they kept the core people in which they thought had something to do with the conspiracy of Lizard losing his life. Those were Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, Kaira, and then Madsus. 3 of which was released. Kaira on the case are in a jail because he has a pending criminal case. However, he is also free on this case. Popcaan was one of those persons that was said to be the prefect of the Gaza. However, Popcaan probably saw it as an opportunity that, listen, maybe me fi take on myself and see what is going on, so therefore I won't be caught in this dragnet because people, I am very familiar with that place. That house in a Havendale where a lot of persons usually go, contact Vybz Kartel for dub plates. If you run any sorts of sound system, that is the place that you usually go. As a matter of fact, his side person, meaning Jeffrey Hype, is somebody that I knew very well. We were not friends, but we did business as it pertains to dub plate. So therefore, I used to go to this place before Vybz Kartel was Vybz Kartel and before Popcaan was even anybody. He used to be looked at as some sorts of peon, just a regular artist, and did not bust as yet. So Popcaan at the time, he might have one big song, I think. However, he saw it as an opportunity to take for himself, become free, launch his own career and people. That is exactly what he did, and that is exactly how he became the Popcaan in which the world knows that there were a whole lot of collaboration that has been buzzing all over social media, YouTube and all the platforms. So therefore, it kind of worked out for him. What a lot of persons were saying, how comes Popcaan now check Vybz Kartel? How comes Popcaan name was not called? People, the truth and the fact is that if you're in a crew and people, I'm not promoting any sorts of criminal activity, but me just say, if you're in a crew and the person that is leading that crew kind of gave you the prototype, gave you the formula to success, and you ride that wave and then you elevate yourself, that person was the person that took you from being a nobody to somebody. It is only natural that if you can financially, if you can support that person at all costs, you should do that because that is what loyalty is about. That is what friends do. They look for friends or look out for friends when friends are down. You do not step in them head. So therefore, the people must say, Popcaan, make some money, make something out of himself. But he was not as loyal, he was not as supportive as he should have been. I have never seen any sorts of video in which he made any sorts of trip to down a GP or one of those horizons where Vybz Kartel was. And people like me say, whenever things go down, if you're smart, you try to distance yourself and pre what is going on. Pre if you are even a suspect. So therefore you're not going to want to associate with people, and then the people who are watching, meaning the investigators, even though they might not have had anything on you, they must say, hold on a minute. This man not say where I go on. It looks like he want to be a part of the crew. It looks like he want to be a part of the co-conspirators. So therefore, Popcaan might have been looking at it from that angle, and people, you cannot blame him. Because at the end of the day, yes, you rate your friends, and at the end of the day, yes, you want to show that you are loyal, and you want to show that you are respectful to the fact that that person made you somebody from nothing to something. However, do you do that, or should you do that at the cost of losing your own freedom and also facing 35 or 25 to life? We saw that the other persons got 13 years. They did about 13 years, even though they were eventually freed. Should Popcaan have taken that course of action? Would Popcaan be in the space where he is right now, touring, doing all sorts of collaboration, filter it from the music? What would you have done? Why would Popcaan do it any sorts of difference? So people like me say, there are always two sides to the story. Popcaan and Vybz Kartel have not come out and say, this was what happened, this was what did not happen, this is why I did this, this is why I feel about this way about the situation. Sorry. However, we realize that a lot of Gaza fans were saying, I don't really feel like Popcaan getting all this success other than not linking up the boss in the big yard. Him not here say, him not do anything for the boss. I don't know if he was linking like Shorty or Vybz Kartel's sons or family. And I say, alright, I not dead, but see some money. Put this on him commissary, put this on him book, help disappear that. As a matter of fact, it was mostly obvious that that was not happening based on the fact that Vybz Kartel, two sons, did a song and them say, me not trust Popcaan. Now people, Vybz Kartel being the father, Vybz Kartel being the advisor, would not have endorsed anything if he did not agree with it. We also saw that Sean Storm did a song and he said, the new name for Informer a Poppy. Again, if Vybz Kartel did not endorse it, it would not go out. So therefore, the son and also Sean Storm got the endorsement, the go-ahead from Vybz Kartel. So therefore, it shows that there was some sorts of vindictive feelings, some sorts of feelings or some sorts of belly did I carry as it pertains to Popcaan. So when you ask most Gaza fans their opinion or impression of what is going on, they would probably say the bridge of communication was not there like they liked or would have liked. So when you compound this with the fact that the relationship was on shaky ground, and then you see that there's an instigator out there on social media, who a lot of persons at one time believe had inside information, so therefore whatever he said was the gospel. So Popcaan listened to this instigator and tell him say, Vybz Kartel did plan to take him away without no sort of evidence, no sort of proof. However, one thing that we know about cult leaders, especially that have the foolish sheeples in Jamaica, if you can talk convincing and act like you know, these people will believe you. These people will look at you as some sort of God-type person. So even though Popcaan within himself might have thought that this is all BS, he is going to have some sorts of doubts. Because if you keep hearing things repeatedly and it sounds convincing, maybe in your subliminal, you might not believe it, but you're going to think there might be something into something. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. And what confirms or reaffirms it even more is when Vybz Kartel did an interview with Anthony Miller on ER, and he was asked, who are some of the artists that are going to be on your show for the 31st of December 2024? Vybz Kartel had to think hard before he could only come up with two names, meaning Spice and Skillibeng. So people start pre what he said and I think to themselves, then hold on a minute. So much artists from the Gaza show a keep on the 31st of December. This would be the right time for some sorts of Gaza reunion to show that the unity is strength and the strength is back and the Gaza is back. This should have been easy for Vybz Kartel to pick a couple of names, Da Vinci and specifically Popcaan, being that Popcaan is probably, or well, he is the most buzzing artist out of the Gaza with the exception of Vybz Kartel. So it should have been a no-brainer. It even was more confirmed or reaffirmed when Sean Storm did some sorts of interview on Context Matters, which is Isaac Buchanan, their lawyer's platform on YouTube. And when he was asked, is there going to be a reunion of the Gaza? He was irate, he was PISSED, because they were pretty much asking him, is there going to be a reunite of Popcaan and the Gaza? This is the same artist that Sean Storm sang about when he said the new name for Informer, a Papi. Vybz Kartel kind of stopped him in his track before he said the wrong thing or things that he should not have said, put him foot in his mouth. But he made it abundantly clear. Listen, when me there at the big yard for 12 plus 13 years or so, me never say none of them did not endorse me. So why is it that now that I have the opportunity where the ball is in my court, I should actually endorse them or big them up? So people like me say, there is no source of love lost. When it comes to Vybz Kartel, Addy the daddy, the loyal son within Sean Storm, and then the prodigal son as it pertains to Popcaan. Only Vybz Kartel can fix this, but what we see, Vybz Kartel leaves it swinging like some sorts of pendulum, no sorts of decision. So therefore, he has to choose between his two sons, his loyal son and the prodigal son. His only time will tell exactly what is going to go on. Now, as it pertains to Vybz Kartel, I see Vybz Kartel all over the place, all over social media. He is the buzzing topic all over the place in a real life. People are saying, but hold on a minute. When Vybz Kartel came out, we would have thought that he would have been rehabilitated and people. The facts are, he is not out here doing anything criminal. But me just say, it seems as if him jumped from one place where when he left in 2011 and he is displaying some of the same characteristics. He might get egotistical, he might feel himself too much. And one of those reasons why people say this is when he announced the show that is going to be on the 31st after he was properly warned by Leng. My disclaimer, Leng does not own December. Leng cannot tell anybody what to do in a free market economy. However, there is a thing that is called respect and not violating or crossing person's path. At the end of the day, this is a free market economy. However, at the end of the day, very importantly, Jamaica is a type of place that you can lose your life. No matter how high you think you are, you can fall off that pedestal. It has been done many, many times. People will get desperate and people will do stuff to you. So don't think that you are not a part of that target audience. No matter how powerful or famous you are, you can also fall. Like any other empire, the Gaza empire, there is no sort of immunity, no sort of exception. So people are justifying his action, saying, leave the artist, make him make up for all of the money that he lost and all the time that he lost. There's a saying that goes something like this: time lost can never be regained. These are saying by wise people. That means you can't make up for whatever is water under the bridge. That cruise ship has sailed already. However, what you can do is not make the same mistakes that you made in the past. Shuffle up your life, rearrange your life, be a better man and a better person. Don't let your ego get the better of you, because it will come back and haunt you, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.